What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on personal finance. I'm here to help you manage your finances and grow your wealth. Today, we're going to be talking about the 50-30-20 money rule, a popular principle used to help people manage their finances effectively. The wealthiest people in the world swear by this method, and I'm going to be teaching it to you today. Let's dive right in. What is the 50-30-20 money rule? The 50-30-20 money rule is a simple principle that suggests that people should allocate their after-tax income into three categories: 50% for essential expenses, 30% for lifestyle expenses, and 20% for savings, debt, and investment. This method was popularized by the US Senator Elizabeth Warren, who wrote about the 50-30-20 budget rule in her book, All You're Worth: The Ultimate Lifetime Money Plan. Now, why is the 50-30-20 money rule important? When expenses start piling up and bills start feeling like they're coming out of nowhere, the 50-30-20 money rule is the simplest and most effective budgeting tool. It helps you prioritize your spending, live within your means, and save for the future. So how can we use the 50-30-20 money rule? The first thing you need to do is determine your after-tax income. This is the amount of money that you have left over after taxes have been deducted from your pay. Next, allocate 50% of that after-tax income for essential expenses. Basically, these are things that you cannot live without. These would cause you major inconvenience if you didn't have it. This would be things like housing, utilities, transportation, and groceries. It's important to make sure that you're not overspending in this category and that you're living within your means. Let's say your essential expenses ends up being over 50% of your salary. Before you panic, try to make some changes or swaps that may bring down your expenses. For example, if you're a safe driver over 25, you don't really need the fanciest type of car insurance, do you? Switch to an insurer that meets your needs without breaking the bank. Also, try to find rent or housing for a more affordable price within a decently safe environment. It may take some digging and elbow grease to find something within your budget, but if you're willing to sacrifice on a couple hundred square footage, it'll totally be worth it. Now, before we move on to the next section, if you're enjoying the video so far, do me a quick favor and hit the thumbs up button. It's just a click of a button for you, but for me, it greatly helps out and allows YouTube to show this video to others. Now that you've hit the thumbs up button, let's move on to the next section. Next, allocate 30% for lifestyle expenses. These are non-essential, and it would probably only cause you minor inconveniences if you didn't have it. This is where it gets a little tricky, because many times people have a difficult time telling the difference between essential needs and non-essential needs. I know you feel like you definitely need Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, but you certainly wouldn't die without it. And you probably will survive if you don't buy a fancy new outfit every other week, even if it might feel like you really won't. Lifestyle expenses would include discretionary spending on things like entertainment, dining out, travel, holidays, beauty, clothing, media subscriptions, and non-essential groceries. You're gonna have to be doing a lot of soul searching to figure out which of these things really enrich your life and which things you could totally go without. Some people have hobbies which can be really important for happiness and purpose in life. For example, I really like eating out and my wife likes painting. So we allocate a little bit of our money to our hobbies as well. Next, allocate 20% for savings, investment, and debt. This percentage should be used for saving for emergencies, debt repayment, and investing in stocks, bonds, and real estate. Now, if you have significant debt, make that a priority to pay it off first, especially if they are high-interest loans. Those are killer and can put you in some real trouble over time. In terms of savings should include 6 to 12 months of your monthly living expense. So let's say your wants and needs total up to $2,000 a month. You need to save about $12,000 to $24,000 in emergency funds. I know it sounds like a lot, but this would be considered an emergency fund that would really come in handy if you or your partner were laid off or there was some kind of medical emergency. Lastly, investing is very important to grow your wealth. It's important to consistently invest 10% of your after-tax income in order to secure your financial future. To do this, you can set up automatic transfers to investment accounts. I talk more about this in my How to Retire as a Millionaire video, and other videos you can find on my channel. My goal is to provide real-life skills and value to all my viewers. If you enjoyed the content, please do me a favor and like, subscribe, and share the video. It greatly helps out the channel and I'd greatly appreciate it. Please comment down below with any questions that you might have. My goal is to try to go through all your questions and answer them. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.